Baseball. Everybody got that?
I know. I already did this one years ago. But this entire time, I've been fighting copyright flags and ad-friendly restrictions. I'd appeal, I'd win, and then they reflag it later. Rinse, repeat. I lost track of how many times I've had to do this. On the surface, not a big deal. It still feels like a black mark. I want to correct and get off my channel. If only this one would get as many views, if not more, than the original. Yeah, I think we can do it. John Carpenter combats religion with science, and it gets pretty crazy. But this is still a favorite of mine, which is kind of why I want to protect it. This is Prince of Darkness. It opens with an old priest dying. Step 1. Cut a hole in the box. He left a diary behind, so it's not cool to read it. Let's see, altar boy, the sleeper awakens. Somehow, Satan returned. Father Loomis, yeah, they named Donald Pleasance's character Father Loomis. He inherits a key. Of course, he'd rather have the cash. That key opens a monastery, and oddly enough, a locker at LAX. We cut to a professor who may or may not be high.
Nature is solid and time a constant. Matter has substance and time a direction. Truth in flesh, and the solid ground.
The professor meets with Father Loomis. The church higher-ups don't see a problem, but Father Loomis knows what's coming. He wants the professor to use science to prove the existence of the devil. If they're not listening to that big book, would they listen to some scientist? Something is already wrong. Mom, the TV has ants.
Reaching us across the vast expanse.
This place was built by the Brotherhood of Sleep. Okay, I'll join. You had me at sleep. They were a super secret sect in the church put in charge of this thing. So these people worshipped a frog in a blender?
What is it?
Power of the sun in the palm of your hand.
It started a month ago.
Like Labubu.
Do you know anything about spontaneous human combustion?
I'll finally be hot if I burst into flames. You can tell these kids are smart. They talk about physics outside of the classroom. They make the Big Bang Theory look like two broke girls.
Why do I want a PhD in this?
Chicks dig a PhD. That stands for pretty hard. Particle physics and dating. You learn all about attraction. They become a couple after he shows her Schrodinger's. Sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. Maybe this isn't ad-friendly after all. Physics and the porn stash gets him every time. The professor decides to help Father Loomis. But what's better than college-funded researchers? Free student interns with extra credit.
We must translate this book. You must prove it scientifically.
After this, we launch our podcast. Black hole sun, won't you come? The work begins at the church. They'll be working and sleeping here, meals not included. We have some engineers working on this too. The neighborhood homeless are acting pretty weird.
They're watching us.
Trick or treat!
The local soup kitchen is serving Mr. Beast Feastables. Everyone is introduced to the big tamale.
What are you looking at?
Catherine's entering these equations upstairs
Differential equations?
from a book written 2,000 years ago.
These are biblical differential equations. Let's all pretend we know what those are and move on.
I hate to tell you guys, but this is real bullshit.
Careful! That thing's expensive. Uh-oh, the spaghetti is getting aggressive. A nerd tries to leave for the night and leaves forever. Alice Cooper stabs him with a bicycle. Really, Alice Cooper. With a bicycle! Tonight's episode, a bicycle built for none. This grotesque, glowing, gelatinous green glue glimmers grotesquely in a grimy glass cylinder guarded by generations of guilt-ridden guardians. Is the devil. Really, there's no word for devil that starts with a G? Beelzebub. Part of the job was translating that old book, with centuries of text in bad shape. But they managed to piece it together into this narrative. The devil's father was an anti-god who was somehow banished to the Phantom Zone. The devil was locked in a vat of Nickelodeon slime. Jesus was an alien, but got killed when the church decided to tell everyone evil was more of a spiritual entity rather than a physical being. Did ChatGPT write this? Susan gets a little too close to the tube.
What are you looking at?
And that's how you get Ninja Turtles.
You two aren't taking this seriously, are you?
Look, it's the best we got. We're going with it. Susan's now possessed by the goo. Another one bites the dust when Alice Cooper scissors him to death. They couldn't get Ozzy in here to bite someone's head off. Rest in peace, Ozzy. Everyone starts having the same creepy dream of a huge dark figure walking out of this church.
Anyone in close proximity has the same dream.
Some of them had a wet version of this dream, but they kept it to themselves.
Excuse me, but
The devil starts putting more pieces into place. He's kind of stuck in the tube, so he's distributing parts of himself to other people so he can control them and kind of give himself a body until he can get out. And that includes this demonic typing test. Mavis Beacon teaches evil. Another one joins up. Worse ways to go, I suppose. Oh, and that dream might be a message sent from the future as a warning, using tachyons. So are these gods, aliens, or demons? Well, the dream isn't something they can actually use, it's more of a warning, and it tells them what's going to happen if they don't stop it, whatever it is. The minions move Beelzebub out of the basement. Good thing that thing had wheels. One of their former teammates gives a chilling warning to pray for death, then his head falls off.
Jesus Christ!
At least he finished the message before his head fell off. One of the possessed guys is a little off, like his possession didn't quite take right. Hell of a singing voice, though. So much for that, he goes OJ on himself. The people outside barricade them in the church. For homeless people, they have an awful lot of furniture. Walter stumbles into Kelly's room, while the tube of green goo empties itself into her face. Before the minions can grab him, he locks himself in a confessional. While Father Loomis is trapped alone, the minions trap everyone else together in a room. I love the idea that a couch will keep out the devil. It better, it's a lazy boy. Kelly now looks pregnant. She's carrying high, so that means it's a boy. It's the devil, so that tracks. No escape. The homeless are outside and they're out of cash. Kelly seems to shed the baby bump, and she looks like she was given a facial by Megan. Sorry, I didn't mean it. You look great. The devil awakens in Kelly's body, so everyone takes on the minions. The devil needs a mirror to pull Pops from the Phantom Zone, so first he tries a makeup mirror. 2 fingers isn't enough, so he needs something he can at least get a fist into. Who wrote this? He finds a bigger mirror, while the minion fighting continues. And the big guy starts coming through.
I am complete!
Look at his claw. Everyone is busy except for Catherine. So she goes full refrigerator parry on him and tackles Kelly and her Pops back into the Phantom Zone. And she falls in with them. Before she can get out, Father Loomis destroys the mirror. Thanks, man. Now she's trapped with some pretty angry demons who's gonna take this pretty personally. We're operating on battle droid rules, so the minions all drop dead, and the homeless people just wander off. Well, they stopped it with minimal casualties. Oh yeah, too bad about your girl.
She died for us.
She's in a better place. That was Prince of Darkness. Again, Professor Birak talks quantum metaphysics like he's explaining toast. Brian is charming but bland. Jameson Parker delivers all the emotion of a man at the DMV. Close-up magic is not a character trait. The anti-god / Satan evil goo that slowly possesses people, no jokes, it just writes itself. You have a salad bar of scientists and grad students with 80s hair, including Lisa, touch typist extraordinaire, Catherine, the emotional tether, and Walter, the comic relief with the best freakouts of the movie. The music is dreadful, but in a good way. It makes you uncomfortable in all the right ways. Sound design is eerie, and of course that iconic dream broadcast from the future that's genuinely unsettling. The dialogue is mostly exposition with a sprinkle of that typical 80s charm. Carpenter's direction is slow burn mastery. He frames even empty hallways like something terrifying is about to jump out, and then it doesn't. Until it does. The practical effects? Nasty, gooey. People vomiting evil directly into each other's mouths like a satanic baby bird. Acting ranges from solid to, I'm pretty sure that was the first take. A bold blend of quantum physics, religion, and Lovecraftian dread. Some of it feels profound, even if you don't fully get it. It's both deep and nonsense at the same time. They do seem to confuse science with religion, aliens with demons, or maybe they're just trying to say that there's no actual difference. The first act is all setup, the second is paranoia stew, and the third explodes into gooey chaos. It pays off. Prince of Darkness is like the smartest B-movie you'll ever watch. Carpenter marries cosmic horror with cold clinical science, turning a simple Satan story into a grim philosophical chowder about faith, reality, and quantum physics. The atmosphere is drenched in dread with Carpenter's signature style. And that finale? It's as bleak as you can get. I don't remember what I gave it last time, but Prince of Darkness this time is 4.5 Bs. What really sets it apart is how it treats evil as a malevolent force with rules, particles, and math, which somehow makes it even scarier and that much more real. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, comment the bell, the usual YouTube stuff. This is theNewBee, and I'll see you later, kids. Toodles.